R2-D2, Your Highness.
Welcome back, Star Wars fans, to SMKR. This is your host, Steve. Up next is the R2-D2 Build Your Own series. This is pack number 8. We're looking at issues 29, 30, 31, and 32. Let's open this up. Inside we have all the parts. It's like one of the motors. And the magazines. So let's get started with issue 29. Here is issue 29, and here are the parts, and it looks like we get the parts for the projector with all the lenses and such. We'll open this up, we'll assemble it, and then we'll look at the magazine. Here are the parts in the blister pack. Let's take them out and get a closer look. Here are all the parts for the projector assembly. Here is the lens tube, which is DF59, and we are going to install the smallest of the 3 lenses, which is DF58. Now we want to be careful when we remove the cover on this, as we do not want to get any fingerprints on it. We are going to take and make sure the rounded side goes in first into the tube. Okay, so make sure that when we insert the lens that the rounded side goes in first. And I'm going to push it in with my glove. And you should hear it snap in place. And there you have it, snapped in place. Here's the installation of the lenses for the projector itself. And you can see we install a couple of lenses here onto our previously assembled components here, DF65 and DF61. Next we will insert the lenses into the display screen, which is DF61. From previous issue. Be careful when you're handling the circuit board that you don't touch any metal contacts, and they wanted to take the larger lens, which is DF64, and insert that with the flat side facing the screen. So we'll remove the covering for that. Once again, we want to be careful that we're not touching the lens at all with our bare finger. And it looks like we take and put the little nub on top and the little cutout on the bottom. And there you have it. Flat side on facing the screen, rounded side on the inside. Next we'll install the last lens, which is DF65, and we want to have the convex side facing the lens. There we go. Here we assemble DF63 to DF61, and that will get plugged in. And remember, the whole time I was trying not to touch the lenses with my bare fingers. Next we will install DF63, and that simply goes in the center slot here, just like that. Then we'll take this cover, slide it all in, and lastly we will plug that in, carefully making sure you line up the pins. There we go. Here we'll install DF59 on top there, down to DF61, and then we will be done. Okay, so I reached into my box of screws and found a 2x4 millimeter screw, self-tapping. We will use that next. Next we will assemble the lens holder. Just like that. We will take our .4mm self-tapping screw and screw it down. And there we have it. Now we can go ahead and test this out. Okay, so we will go ahead and test this out. We have our battery control, and we are going to take the plug and plug it into the out socket. And we will turn it on. And once you short the black and the blue pins together, you get Luke. Okay, I was having problems with the videos showing up. Neither Leia or Luke were showing up at all. And what you have to do is you have to check your connectors back here for your video. And this simply unlocks. If you can see right there, it's unlocked right there. And you may have to slide it and reposition it to where all your pins are engaged correctly. Then lock it back down. Once you do that, it should test fine. And here's R2-D2's projector lamp. Now come to find out, I have a defective circuit board card for his projector lamp, and I showed you guys how to adjust the ribbon cable here, and I've done that numerous times. So I contacted D'Agostini, and within 2 days they got back with me and they will replace my board for me. It's going to take a couple of weeks for the parts to arrive from England, but I'm very happy with the service I received from them so far. And just to let you know that all you have to do is email them, and I'll put a link below for their email. Actually, yeah, I don't have their email, but it's a link to the website where you can send them a message. And like I said, they got back to me within 2 days, so that was pretty awesome service. And I'm getting a new board for the projector. And there you have it. That is issue 29 completed. Now let's look at the magazine. Here's the magazine for issue 29. Let's give it a quick look. That's pretty cool. DT series Sentry Droid. Pretty cool. So I was having issues with that projector assembly. The strip on the little, what do you call it, data strip that needs to be secured in place. I'll show you that. I think I showed you that. It's giving me some issues, so I asked for a replacement circuit board here. So I did get the videos to show up, but like I said, I couldn't get them to come back, and there's problems with that board, so I asked for a replacement for those. So hopefully this whole new board will come in. And preview of what the next issue will look like.